Hello racing fans, and a warm welcome to our Gallop TV Preview Show for this Friday, the 23rd of February, where we always race in Gqeberha. But this time we are on the turf track, and there is some wonderful racing to look forward to. Quality on offer on these 8-race card. The first race will begin at 12:25. I trust that you're well. You're looking for the start of what is going to be a wonderful weekend. We'll build up on Friday to the Splash Out Cape Derby on Saturday. And as always, we welcome the man that is in form, Grant Paddock. Grant, welcome to the show. And you're in wonderful form, so well done with that, and long may it continue.
Morning, Dees. Yeah, morning, Francis. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're having a bit of a good run at the moment, but the wheel does turn. Hopefully we can push it in the right direction, Dees.
Yeah, well, we need it. We need some cash to invest on Saturday. There's a massive Pick 6 carryover to Hollywoodbets Kenilworth. So let's get the show on the road. Race number 1, 12:25. Start of the bipod with only 8 races carded. And this is a juvenile plate over 1,200 meters. At the time of recording, Grant, I've taken down, as always, the horses that are in single figures. Number 5 is at 6-1, and number 6 at 3-1. And then we got an odds-on shot here in horse number 10 at 9-10. Are we rowing in with this odds-on shot, or are we running for cover in the first leg of the bipod?
Dee's running for a little bit of cover here, my man. He's had 2 opportunities and he hasn't picked up a race. He will be better over 1,200, there's no doubt. That's Sylvania on the 10. He's my second choice in the race. I really like this horse. Gorgeous climb from the Sharon Kotzen yard. Very, very good debut where he ran on strongly. He was all at sea in the early part of the race, and with natural improvement, Sharon likes to bring her babies along with racing. I think he's a very, very big runner. 3-1, nice price. Definitely worth a little each way on that. There's no doubt to take on that odds on. The bipod, those 2 horses will suffice. Regarding the unraced horses, Global State, there's been a little bit of talk, and I see there's been a little bit of money as well. Global View probably going to need a touch further than this 12. And the horse, Mr. Speaker, also fancied by the yard, but probably also being out of a philanthropist, probably going to need a bit more of a trip. The improver in the race here, Deeds, definitely is the 9 horse with Richard Faria, My Best Shot, who was badly hampered in his first run, and he can only improve on that. So players who want to take on those top 2 in the betting, add in the 9, My Best Shot.
And you spot on. There is money for number 6, Gorgeous Glen, 7-2 into 3-1 at Hollywoodbets. And this first timer, Global State, from 8-1 into 6-1. But Grant does make number 10 the horse to beat, but he has gone for cover with horse number 6 there, Gorgeous Glen. On to the place accumulator, race number 2. It will begin at 1 o'clock sharp, 1,400 meters. It's an open maiden, fillies and mares, so have a look at how the weights are structured. That could help you out. Number 1, 17-10. Number 4 at 11-2. Then we got horse number 7 at 6-1. Money on Hollywoodbets for number 8, My True Love, who comes in with 54.5 kgs, 4-1 into 7-2. And let's go to Grant now. Sea of Tears for Kelly Mitchley. What have you made of her runs now in Port Elizabeth? Because she is right there, but she can't put her head in front.
100%. That comes to mind is Professional Maiden. But listen, she has improved drastically from what she was doing in KZN to here. She will pick up a maiden. If it's going to be tomorrow, I'm not 100% sure. Being a maiden handicap 61, they've got James on to take the 2.5 off, which is a big plus. It brings her right into the race. But I'm strong in the camp of Richard Faria on My True Love. This was a proper jockey strike, and got no weight on its back, getting weight all round. Finding its form now. I think this horse will end up favourite and quite a bit shorter than what it is now. I'm strong in the camp of My True Love. To beat Sea of Tears, keen on Kelly and Winning Grace. My bipods, I've only gone 1-8.
Well, there it is. 4-1 into 7-2 Hollywoodbets, but Grant Paddock of the opinion that this will start shorter. So if you're listening into the show, 7-2 may be an attractive price, but he still makes number 1, Sea of Tears, a lively contender here. 3 seconds from 3 runs in Gqeberha. 1-8 for Grant Paddock, race number 2. Then the big one, the Pick 6. Now, I'd love to catch this bet because I've had a good look at the races 3 through to 8, and I think that in a few of the late legs. I'm hoping Grant is going to agree with me. We can go very short. But let's begin in race number 3, leg 1 of that pick 6, 1400 meters. Number 1 is at 17 to 10, 2 at 7 to 2, 3 at 2 to 1, 4 at 5 to 1, and it is double figures, the balance. Yeah, it looks like that type of race where numbers 1 through to 4 have the form and the balance looks like they're battling.
100% D's. Those are the 4 horses for the pick 6. I've actually gone for Run For Me to win the race from War Sword, Destiny's Angel, and Battle of Kursk. Battle of Kursk, I see his favourite now shortened in a little bit to 15 to 10. I know he has got issues at the pen, so you've got to catch him on a good day. If he behaves himself, he's probably going to be a big runner, but I can't go on a if. War Sword and Run For Me have got the form, and so too Destiny's Angel. The 2 and the 3 for the bite pots and place accumulators, and the pick 6, 1, 2, 3, 4 D's.
1, 2, 3, and 4, and I think we're safe here. If anything else has to win, well, that is going to be a massive result in the first leg of the pick 6. So Grant is hoping for, what looks to be a form result here between numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the first leg of that pick 6, and I'm in total agreement with that. Race number 4 over 1600 meters is a fillies and mares 82 handicap. They're betting here, Grant, number 2 at 7 to 2, number 4 at 7 to 1. Horse number 10, Meta, is at 3 to 1. Sorry, I missed out one there. Number 7, Aerial Views, at 7 to 1. I mentioned number 10, Meta, at 3 to 1. And then horse number 11 is at 7 to 1. I must say that I was impressed the way this horse, Meta, got introduced to racing in Fairview. I know that the horse brought some really good Cape form into the race, but when she was asked to go and fetch those runners, she did it very well, Grant.
100% D's. Very smart filly, won a very decent race. When she won, I actually said to myself, this filly's going to go through the divisions. They found the right race, there's no doubt. I have tipped her to win it. I think she's a massive, massive runner. Nice weight on her back. Yenny up from a 10 draw, probably the only query. But Fairview very, very fair over the mile on grass, there's no doubt. Unyielding, unfortunately, 7-point penalty for her last run. That's going to make it a lot more difficult for her. 60.5 on her back, but the Richard Fourie factors there. And then my value in the race, this was Silvery Blue. I take this filly to run a very, very big race. They've given her 2 sprints back from a layoff. She's now cherry ripe, 3rd run after the rest. I think 7 to 1 is very good value, and I can't see her missing the first 3 as long as she gets given a chance in the race. She tends to do it a bit strong, and you don't want that to want to settle and run on. And Chronicles of Narnia to round off the quartet. Geez, that's what I've done there. I've took Matar to beat Silvery Blue, Unyielding, and Chronicles of Narnia, and those 4 horses will suffice for the pick 6.
Well, you've gone 10 in order of preference, 10 to 11 and 1, Grant, 10 to 11 and 1. I just want to give a comment on this horse, Desert Rose, first run for Montana Turner. My suggestion is just keep an eye. I can't give you any confidence or anything, but just keep an eye on her, because I know when she was here in KZN, they thought that she'll go and win her fair share. Then she went to Cape Town, competitive racing. She's one to keep an eye on, Grant, maybe for larger quartets and that type of thing.
Yeah, and Montana doesn't chase them on early. They normally come to hand after 1 or 2 runs, so we'll sit back and watch that one.
Okay, I've jotted your numbers down in numerical order for the pick 6, 1, 2, 11, and 10 there in race number 4. So we've gone 4 horses, leg 1, 4 horses, leg 2. I'm writing down these numbers, Grant. Maybe I'm going to read out those pick 6 perm at the end of the show. Race number 5 is over 1,800 meters. This is a pinnacle stakes, and we often refer to the best weighted column. But let's go to the betting. Number 1, Grazing in the Grass, the talented horse who won 6 in a row, 7 to 2. Number 2, Cherry Anu. Really nice to see him bounce back to his very best last time out. It was a big win for him. That's at 7 to 1. Then on to the visitor from the Western Cape, Hold My Hand. Long overdue second win, but did come in the right race in Cape Town last time out at 2 to 1. And that is it, Grant. Well, when you refer to the best weighted column, it's clear to see that at a Nelson, a 111, number 4, Hold My Hand, is clear ahead of the balance of the field.
100% indeed. Visitor from Glen Cotson, travels very well, Glenn. He raids very well down here. She won a grade 3 last time out in Cape Town in season. She's coming to Port Elizabeth. I'm not concerned about the draw. She'll get a pace. She'll be able to have quite a few horses to aim at. As long as she gets a clear run down the straight, I think will be the horse to beat. Grazing in the grass, the class horse, there's no doubt. But he's come back from a layoff. He had a really, really hard season. Alan's given him a break. He's had a couple of gallops coming back, but he'd probably be under pressure the last 100. It's got to go in. He's the class horse, and then obviously Cherry Anu, very honest horse. Never runs a bad race. I think the winner will come from one of those three. I've gone for those three in the pick 6 only, and I think the winner will be one of them.
Grant, I have to ask you about this because you know more about barrier positions, etc. We watch racing on a regular basis. But what's your thought process here? Number 1's drawn 13, number 2 is drawn 15, and horse number 4 is drawn 14. You got the best runners with the best form all coming from the worst of the draws.
These is not a factor over 1,800 meters on the Fairview grass, especially for those three horses. They all come from off the pace. Cherry Anu likes it a little bit handier, but he can also drop in and finish off. Very fair course around on the grass. There's no doubt. These 800 meters straight. The biggest problem is to get yourself a clear run. Sometimes these guys can get boxed in a 6-horse field. But no concern of the draw. Last week, horses were winning from 20 lengths off them, swinging for home. We always go a decent pacing PE. There's no canter sprint. That doesn't happen here. Everybody's out there trying to earn a check, and the pace is always genuine. So the best horses normally come out and win.
Well, I like that. No concern about those barrier positions for numbers 1, 2, and 4 that are all inclusions in the pick 6. On to race number 6, the first of our features for the afternoon. It's the Buyer Stakes. It's a listed race for 175,000. It's over 1,400 meters. And I'm looking forward to this race because I'm looking forward to number 1, Fairy Knight at 13-10, number 2, Ubusika at 11-2. But this horse makes it very interesting now. Trip to Maputo, Candice Bass Robinson's runner, who's at 18-10. And I see that they've got the blinkers on here. That's one of the declarations I see. So, how many are we going to go? I mean, are you in the camp of the local horse here, or do you have a lot of respect for the Cape Raider?
I'm very much in the camp of the local horse. I think he's an absolute champion. He's going to go right through the divisions. He'll be a big runner in the Guineas as well when he goes a mile. Very good horse. His first run back from a gelding was super good. He won when he still needed it, and he won well. Only danger to me is Trip to Maputo. I think she ran at the 78 level, and this is a lot stronger. Fairy Knight's a very, very smart horse, and believe me, this pace is going to be on. There's a couple of solid front runners in Vice Voter and Global Force. They're going to be going hard. There's no doubt. It could easily be way out of her ground, and to make it up at Fairview, not going to be easy against the likes of Fairy Knight, getting only 2.5 kilos. So strong, solid in the camp of Fairy Knight, and a banker in all best for me.
Are we discounting the chances of Ubusika in the pick 6? We're going to take that chance?
He's got to be proven at this level. He's a very, very nice horse, especially over course and distance, and this pace is going to suit him. I thought he was the biggest danger to Fairy Knight, but we're going to bank her somewhere, and Fairy Knight's going to be the banker on the day.
Okay, the pick 6, we're going to go one all in here, race number 6. But if you're looking for cover, then Grant suggests numbers 2 and 8, the obvious horses to include. Race number 3, it's the Ladies Pendant, a listed race over 1,200 meters, and it's 150,000. And the number 1 is at 11-2, number 10 at 17-10, and horse number 11 at 33-10. Just, digressing and moving away from the race card, you've had a lot of horses, good horses go through your hands in that part of the world, Grant. And any horses spring to mind that you can refresh our memories that won some feature races and did well for you in Gqeberha?
You caught me offside. I had a very nice horse that we bought from Mike de Kock called Al Gadir. Yeah. Very, very good stayer. I think I won 6 or 7 with him down here. It's very, very smart horse. Yeah. He really did extremely well. But I was more focused at taking these low-rated horses and getting them through the divisions.
Yeah, I remember that horse, that stayer, that useful stayer that you had. But you've had some nice horses that have went through your hands. This is a good race to win. It's 150,000, ladies pendant. And the best weighted column is topped by number 10, 3 Rocks at a 109, ahead of 11, Golden Pacific at a 101, joint with number 1, Gimme Lassie at a 101. And those three seem to dominate the best weighted column. Gimme's Lassie, Candace Bass Robinson, 11-2. Then we go on to number 10, 3 Rocks at 17-10, and horse number 11, Golden Pacific, at 33-10. Has the market got this right? They're going with the top 3 in the best weighted column, and that is where the race lies.
Yeah, 100%. These, I don't see any spooks here. I think the 3-year-olds, for a change, have got the upper hand here. There's no doubt. Number 1, Gimme Lassie, is held by 3 Rocks on the run in Cape Town. 3 Rocks, Alan prides himself in this race, dependent. He's won it many, many times, and he's got a very good runner in 3 Rocks. If she's ready, she'll win. There's no doubt. Golden Pacific done absolutely nothing wrong. Everybody thought she was just a poly horse, but she won a very good race over the 5 furlongs on the grass last time out. Biggest danger, there's no doubt. Then Gimme's Lassie. And of the other older horses, if you have to throw in another one, it would be Pinnacle. Number 2, she's a solid front runner and could get away from them being drawn down the inside. So my pick 6 numbers are in no order, 1, 2, 10 and 11, with my preference for the 3-year-olds, 10 and 11.
Well, I like that 1, 2, 10 and 11. I'm glad that you've included number 2, Pinnacle, there in race number 7. Then on to the lucky last. Hopefully things are going very well for us in that pick 6. Let's see how we're going to end things off. Merit-rated 96 handicap. It's over 1,200 meters. Number 1, Smorgasbord, is at 5-1. Then we go on to number 4, Akon, at 8-1. 7 at 5-2. 8 at 6-1. 9 at 5-2. 10 at 7-1. And in double figures, the balance. So we are looking at the last race. And if the betting is to be used as a guide, a 5-2 favorite in whatever next, number 7. And then it's pretty much 5-1 and better the balance. It looks like a tough end, as it always is. The last race. When it comes to the last race, it's always nervous moments if you're running in the exotics at Fairview.
Yeah, they make it like that. They really do. It's a tricky kind of a race. There's a lot of horses here that are coming back from layoffs and bleeding suspensions and problems, and and horses that are running in trips that are now short of what they performed at, and it's very tricky. I've gone for this horse, Smorgasbord, the number 1 horse from the Mitchley yard. I think he's a massive runner. He's rated at 103. James takes the 2.5 off to bring him back down to 61 kilos. I think he's going to be a massive runner, and he hasn't run against this kind of class for a long, long time. Very good last runner. Finished extremely strong in 22 seconds. The right kind of a race for him, that's no doubt. Whatever next, the favourite, unfortunately, 7-point penalty. He took forever to get down to a rating where he was competitive, and then they lumbered him back 7 points. So he's going to have to pick up his feet to improve and run a place here. The Winterlake, nice young horse. Much better up the straight, probably the biggest danger to the 1 horse, and then Tuscan Gold. Those 4 horses in the pick 6, 1, 7, 9, and 10. And if you want to add in 1 extra, but I think he's far better on the poly, is this horse Teatro.
Teatro, but let's include Teatro. We got some money to spend here. Teatro is going to go in number 3. Can I include 1 horse in our pick 6 Premier Grant? Number 4, Akon.
No. He's going to definitely need an outing. He's been off for a while. He's going to need the run.
Okay. Grant, no. Okay, my horse is out there. So we're going 1, 3, 7, 9, and 10. 1, 3, 7, 9, and 10. Before we go to your suggested bet, let me show you something here, Grant. 2, 4, 5 runners. So we multiply that by 5. And it is a 960 Rand perm. I'm going to read out Grant Paddock's suggested perm that we did spontaneously on the show. First leg, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Bar 1, 2, 10, and 11. Bar 1, 2, 4. Bar banker 1. Bar 1, 2, 10, and 11. Bar 1, 3, 7, 9, and 10. That spend will be 96 Rand. We'll give you 10% if you want to follow a suggested skeleton perm for that pick 6. Over to you, Grant, for your suggested bet.
6 number 2 Fairy Night. Sorry, 6 number 1 Fairy Night. Value bet, race 4 number 11 Silvery Blue. Suggested bets, the bipot, we go as follows. First leg 6 and 10, by 1 and 8, by 2 and 3, by 2, 10 and 11, by 1, 2, 4, by Banker 1.
Thanks a lot, Grant, and hopefully everything falls into place. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Dees, and good luck to the punters tomorrow. Goodbye.
Yeah, thanks to Grant Paddock, to you, the valued racing fan. Hopefully everything falls into place. You have a successful day if you're playing at Fairview Kabeja on Saturday, the 23rd of February. From the entire team at Gallop TV, Grant Paddock, myself, Dees Diner, and until we meet again, you take care. Salani Gashle.